Nick was going, and then he tore his ACL. So he can still do everything. He's carried Joe.
Somebody come back from an ACL in just
exactly. Adrian
7
Peterson.
days.
You're about to see Adrian Peterson come back from his ACL tear and rush for nearly 2,000 yards. I think he eclipsed 2,000 yards. If you doubt us now, we're going to bury you.
Yeah.
Back against the wall, you stand tall.
The house always wins. Play long enough, you never change the stakes. The house takes you. Unless, when that perfect hand comes along, you bet big, and then you take the house. I've been practicing this a little bit. Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed. It was good. I liked it.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Big Easy Bets podcast. I'm your host, Logan, and with me in the studio, Nick Von Brick.
I'm dead.
Which is with us on the ones and twos, Joseph Ascani.
Yo.
And back in the fourth seat, we got a full house tonight. First time this season, Brandon Barrero.
Hey, how you doing?
So y'all were here for the fantasy episode before the season started, and we never aired that episode.
Never did.
That was a disaster.
It was.
We'll have to get into a little bit there, but all right, episode 139, bowl season finale, NFL Week 17, which I don't get. There's another NFL week after this week, right? It's 18 weeks now?
Yeah.
Thought it was 17. All right, episode. My uncle requested me to do it, so I said I would do it. Episode 139 is brought to you by this new board game, Let's Bet. Put it on me. Let's Bet is a made local on the North Shore board game. Make watching football fun. Essentially, I like the concept, if I'm being honest. The packaging's good as well. You can go to letsbet.football to purchase it. It's essentially you can bet on individual plays. You can bet on drives. You can bet will there be an injury, which seems kind of morbid, but will there be a quarterback sack, first down, score on this drive, return 10-plus yards, etc., completion, incompletion. You can bet play by play, drive by drive, makes it more interesting. Everybody said, is this run or pass? You can bet on that. So Let's Bet board game made and packaged locally here on the North Shore. So go ahead and check that out. All right, episode 139. Like I said, bowl season finale, NFL Week 17. What's the best thing you saw this week?
Oh, I just saw it.
What was it?
The rumors about Tom Brady and Peyton.
Oh, my God, I know. Yeah, so I guess it was Florio who leaked it, I guess.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is I was just messing with my dad on Christmas. I was like, Peyton's coming back to the Saints. He's going to bring Brady. Sure enough.
I hate Tom Brady. I've been very vocal about that, but I was telling Joseph, I could spin it in my head to get excited. I'll start. Trust me, I'll be like the offensive line. Wirfs got hurt. Jensen got hurt. Ollie Marpet retired. Whatever, he got hurt. I'll be all in. I'll be right back all in. Give me Tom Brady. Give me Sean Payton. Kick Dennis Allen, that shitbag, to the curb. I'm back. I mean, I'm not out, but it's tough to be a fan today in this season. But I mean, what do you think the likelihood of that happening is?
I don't know.
It'd be wild, though. I mean, Florio throws around some wild shit every now and then.
I mean, that was one of the things, like, because a few weeks ago they brought it up that he could still be considering coming back to the Saints, and it was like, well, in your head you immediately go, well, what quarterback would he want to bring in? So, I mean, that was one that came to mind if he's still wanting to play.
So there was conspiracy that, like, oh, he needed the year off because he was in a lawsuit in Florida. Did you see that? Something with, they tried to sell their home in Florida, and then they were going to purchase a home in, like, middle of fucking nowhere, and it fell through. So then they're like, oh, we're not selling this anymore. So the people that were going to buy it sued him. And apparently they said he had to deal with that, and it was a lot going on and all kinds of shit. Because it's like, oh, I need a break, blah, blah, blah. He was talking about coaching 3 months later. Yeah. So the lawsuit must have ended prematurely. So I don't know. I feel like all of those, like, conspiracies and rumors and all of that, there's a little bit of weight to them. So maybe that's what it was. Come right back. We'll just wipe our hands clean of this year, act like it never happened, kick Andy Dalton to the curb. Dennis Allen can go right with him, hold his pocket. See you later. All right, Joseph, what was the best thing you saw this week?
My Packers pick. It
was a good pick. We were sitting there, not to cut you off, I was sitting there with my dad, and he was like, I even said, because I think the Dolphins scored first, right?
Yeah, no, they got up.
And they marched down, and I was
By
like, I
like
told
2
Joseph not to
touchdowns.
bet on the Packers, and then I mean they hung in there and then won outright. So that was
Yeah,
a good
they
pick.
followed the script, the NFL script.
Oh God.
Well, this is what I told y'all last week. I said everything that the Packers, you can go listen back to it. Everything that the Packers will need to happen will happen. And what happened? Seahawks lost, Commanders lost, Giants lost. Everybody they needed to lose lost.
Yeah, I mean I'm not in that.
And I
It's
guarantee
rigged.
you they will beat. I guarantee you they will win out here.
Yeah.
The Vikings this week, and then they'll beat Detroit the last game of the season, and they'll sneak their way into the wild card.
Sounds like somebody's lock is the Green Bay Packers.
You don't say.
Throw me another one. All right,
What was
Bam,
your best?
My best. I don't even have anything written down for my best. I do have my worst. Actually, you know what? I'll call it. I'll have a double. My best and the worst.
All right.
The best thing I saw this week was, I mean, you're not gonna like it. Western Kentucky in the New Orleans Bowl. The worst thing I saw this week was myself at the Superdome at the New Orleans Bowl. I definitely ruined the bowl game experience for pretty much every South Alabama fan, and,
Dude,
probably Nick too.
The thing about it was that there was like no one in the dome except for each side had like their stands kind of full, but it was the quietest I've ever heard the dome. And Logan's on the second like balcony level,
The
just
Loge Club.
screaming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 50-yard line, row 1 of the Loge Club, and I had the over, obviously, and then Nick had South Alabama. So I wanted South Alabama to win, but a South Alabama fan chirped me for cheering for Western Kentucky. They scored in the first like 3 plays. So this is about to get ugly. And he started, I don't even know what he was saying. I was definitely definitely
One too many deep.
well, that was y'all's fault. Nick said if you chug this and that, you'll win all your bets. And I went like 5-0 to start. So I was like, he's on to something. But yeah, I definitely. I mean, I take that back. I didn't ruin their bowl experience. South Alabama ruined their bowl experience.
For real.
You
They
go
go down 21-0.
Well, you go 11-2, and you get fucking shit on by Western Kentucky with their quarterback flip flop out of the portal.
The play calling was terrible for South Alabama.
But you weren't having a good time.
Needless
Well,
to
it
say.
didn't get any better.
Oh yeah,
They
throughout
had
the week.
some life.
But like I'm telling you, I
At
win
one
it.
point.
I want all of us to win all of our bets. So it's like I wanted South Alabama to win, but when that guy started chirping me, I was like, "You are fucked." And he looked like fucking Paul Christ.
Like Paul Blart.
Yeah. So yeah, I apologize to the fans of South Alabama, but did the head coach apologize? Because he should also be apologizing. Do you have a best or worst that you saw this week?
I actually have 2 bests. if
Okay,
that's all right.
Let's hear it.
Number 1, made our fantasy championship.
Okay.
Yeah, 7-7 team for the second year in a row coming back to the ship.
7-17, huh?
7-7 team.
Okay.
Second year in a row doing that, going to the championship. Could be the only 3-time winner in our league.
Would
So-
you draft Kyler Murray in a PPR league or a standard league?
Well, not now because his ACL is.
If he was
on a
fully
streak.
healthy, though, would you draft him? More likely to draft him in a standard league or a PPR league?
I'd probably take Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Okay.
We did an episode with Bam and Jesse that'll never see the light of day because it was a shit show. But for 20 minutes, Bam decided to argue that it made more sense to draft Kyler Murray in a PPR league than a standard league. Can you
At that
can
point,
you
it
hold
did.
on? Can you make that make sense?
Yeah, Kyler Murray's getting 10 catches a game.
You should have heard
What's
us.
the difference?
Looking back on it, was kind of a ridiculous take, but hey,
You
it's
fought it
worked
till
out
you
for
were
me
blue in the
past.
face. He said, "Yeah, well, he rolls out the pocket and he dink, like, I'm like, oh yeah,
Hey, there's something to
Well,
it.
They
I'm
run
telling
those
you.
Hail Marys sometimes, you know.
yeah, he's a damn idiot."
Kyler
And then
rolls
my
out.
my other best of the week. Did y'all see Aaron Gordon's dunk against Phoenix to ice the game the other night?
That was
Yeah.
nasty.
Oh my god!
Yeah. All right. Do you have a worst? No.
There's nothing worse than what's happening to me right now.
Do you have a worst?
Yeah,
What is it?
rest in peace to the legend, man. Stephen Bonner passed away.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I have it written down. I mean, kind of brought the UFC back. I don't know if it ever got lost at that point, but the season 1 Ultimate Fighter finale, the fight against Forrest Griffin, is probably one of the best ever.
Oh, without a
in
doubt. It's
UFC.
not even that he brought it back. It's that it was nowhere.
He brought it to
he made
the
it.
forefront.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. Yeah, no. Stephan Bonner's a legend of the sport, and even Dana White will tell you they would not be where they are today. That fight with Forrest Griffin,
was
the
incredible.
Ultimate Fighter season 1 finale, that opened the eyes of like everybody. Like, oh, this is wild. They beat the shit out of each other, and it could have really gone either way.
Yeah.
Forrest Griffin gets the decision, but yeah, Stephan Bonner's a legend of the sport, and died of heart complications. 45-year-old athlete. Heart complications. Godspeed. Yeah, no. Sad day for UFC fans and just anybody in general. It's tough to see somebody that young pass away. But yeah, no. The UFC would not be where it was today if it wasn't for Stephan Bonner and Forrest Griffin. But
R.I.P.
Yep. All right. Do you have a worst?
Yeah. On a lighter note, did y'all see Brandon Staley doing his stretches on the field before the game?
Jesus, Brandon. There's kids here, man.
Yeah, no. One of the commentators goes, "Oh man, you shouldn't do that in front of everybody." He said, "Go do that in the locker room."
I mean,
man.
that is true. Like, why are you on the sideline when you know the cameras are rolling?
Dude,
that's like
but
Russ.
he's-
That's like Russ at the 50-yard line
Yeah, when he's hurt,
doing all this stupid shit.
dude. And then they show another like cutaway of him. He's running up and down the stairs in the stands, working out. It's like, dude, you got a game. Go study.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, okay, speaking of Russ, though, what the fuck is going on with Russell Wilson? Is he just going to suck forever now?
I mean,
Is it a testament to Pete Carroll? How do you have this substantial of a drop-off?
yeah, the drop off doesn't make sense.
So
It
it's
really
got to be a
doesn't.
test. I don't even know. I should know, but Pete Carroll's an offensive guy, right?
I don't think so.
No?
I mean,
No, he is, because Dan Quinn was the defense.
Yeah, but I mean,
I think Pete Carroll's an offensive-minded guy.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. I don't know for sure. But if he is, then it's got to be it's got to be
Well, he
a
was
notch on his belt.
even struggling there with Seattle.
his
Yeah,
last
but
year,
it was,
he
but they definitely seemed to like, the offensive line was really banged up. But I don't know. They didn't have the,
Well, Geno Smith's
yeah.
not as bad as him.
No, I
But he
agree.
was really good for a couple years.
Yeah.
He was, dude. Like, I remember saying, I would say, I 3 years ago, I was like, I think Russell Wilson's, it's him and Mahomes. Not anymore. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he sucks.
I mean, they paid him $250 million, so he obviously was decent for them to feel like he was worth that. And I felt like going into it, I was like, it wasn't like they paid him what? Like, I felt like he's a franchise quarterback.
You usually see it though when these dudes get these big paydays. They always just kind of drop off a little
They
bit.
paid Mahomes half
Not
a bill,
Mahomes.
half a billy.
Well,
Not
Mahomes is
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Well,
He's
I
throwing
mean,
underhand passes for touchdowns.
Russell Wilson was looked at as that guy as well.
No, yeah, dude, he was really good.
He's still, I mean, probably.
If
like,
the
he was one of
Saints-
the best deep
if
ball
the
throwers in the
Saints,
league.
yeah, if the Saints would have got Russell Wilson, I would have bet everything. And I would have been so disappointed because he's a shitbag, dude. It's crazy just to see that type of drop off. I really didn't expect it. All right. We're going to pick the rest of the bowl games. So we have 2 in play currently. Coastal Carolina +8 and Wisconsin -3.5. I think we're all in agreement there. No, Joseph's on the under 43.5, but me and Nick are on the same side there. Those 2 bets are going to roll over to next week, just like Liberty's from last week rolled over to this week's record. So with that being said, I'm going to do the quickest recap of all time. Western Kentucky, South Alabama over 55.5. It hit in the third quarter. Those entire fans hated that 3-hour drive back. Go fuck yourself. Air Force +4. They won outright, if I remember correctly. Houston -6.5. My lock of the week. It was because Clayton Tune and Tank Dell were back, and we're going to run it back one more time. Last dance. They hit the touchdown with less than a minute to go. We hit it by a half point. Lock of the week. Missouri +1. It was a pretty close back and forth game, but they're just not very good. San Diego State, don't remember fully, but their offense is fucking atrocious, if I remember correctly. New Mexico State +3.5. Diego Pavia for Heisman. Georgia Southern -3.5. Van Treese is a shitbag. Realistically, we just watched this one today, and I'm drawing a blank because I'm going way too fast. But the defense, I felt like, played pretty well. The offense couldn't do anything. And Georgia Southern, though, I want to say dropped 6 fucking interceptions in their hands. We were on the same side on this one, but I know you were working. There were so many interceptions up for grabs, and they just couldn't fucking get any of them. Memphis, Utah State over 61.5. Memphis upheld their end of the bargain. Utah State couldn't do a damn thing. We go 5-4 on the week, but we cash in on the lock. It's a positive week, and it's a lock of the week. I'll take it. Your turn.
Oh, I went to. How many losses is that? 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
So this is what we always talk
2
about.
and 7.
This is what we always talk about with bowl season. These are not always games that we would bet. So we're doing this for the listener. We know there's degenerates out there that want to bet every single game. Nick came in with far and away the best record out of anybody at this table before bowl season. Bowl season has smacked you across the face, and it has not gone well. You're still leading the way after having really 2 rough weeks. Your holiday season has been fucking horrible because we both got destroyed Thanksgiving and then right on Christmas time too. That's what I'm saying. Your holiday season has been.
I don't know what I did to deserve this.
the season of giving and the season of just everybody's supposed to have a good time with family. We both got shit canned Thanksgiving. I started out really well for Christmas and then we limped to the finish, but you just got brutalized.
Yeah. 2
But
bets pending.
You're still
bets
leading the way
pending.
though. So what do you think? Do you think it's just because it's like we bet every game and typically under normal circumstances we wouldn't bet all these games?
I don't know.
I mean, what do you got to tell the people listening? You've been leading the way. You made a lot of people a lot of money this season. But what's wild is that I was talking with somebody about this. It's like you've had 2 fucking rough weeks.
Yeah, I'm not.
And you're probably
I've been betting all these games.
Oh, I bet.
With a lot of money.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not betting all the bowl games anymore.
Oh, well, you definitely didn't need to say that. But,
well, I've kind of lost all my money.
okay.
So, there you go.
Well, Christ. All right, so.
No, and like in the future, I won't bet ball. I'll give a lean for everyone, but I don't know if it's a good idea. I mean, what's happening to me is
Well, Joseph's running the table.
well, good for him.
Joseph's 7-2. There's a.
I'm usually a 5 to 6 plays a week.
Yeah. No, I mean the people that have listened throughout the entire season.
I went with 12 for some
every
reason on
time you go
rivalry
big.
week. Fucking got crushed.
He got caught with the tongue tied.
The rivalry week.
It's all right. You just gotta think 2023's got something in store for you.
Yeah.
No, I mean I agree with what you're saying though, because like I am doing.
These
good
are
this
harder
week.
to bet.
No,
than,
these are much. No, I
regular-
prefaced it. I prefaced it before we started. Before we started bowl
You did,
season.
yeah.
Bowl season will make or break your season, but it is not the way we do bowl season. Look, if it was like, we don't charge you for these picks. If we were charging you for these picks, we wouldn't tell you to bet fucking Georgia Southern minus
San
3.5.
Diego State
These
and
are
Middle
plenty of
Tennessee
games that
State.
we would never touch with the 10-foot pole. Bowl season's the toughest because it's all about finding the team who's most motivated, who wants to be there. The SEC is far and away the best conference in college football, and they always do really poorly in bowl season because they don't give a fuck to play in the tax act bullshit
Exactly.
bowl.
Exactly.
Like,
no, we're catching a lot of these lines after they've moved a lot.
and that's another thing. We could give you all these bets that we really like
On
immediately as bowl. No, not even. We could give you right before bowl season started.
when all the
the
lines
lines
come.
were out,
yeah.
but we wait because we're going to do it on a weekly show. So the lines move a lot and they move in directions that we don't love. We do this for the listener. So Nick's out here fighting for his life, like R. Kelly at the table. I'm fighting for my life. That's Nick right now. So y'all need to show some sympathy. Do you not feel confident going into this week?
I guess you start to feel more confident because the teams that are playing
Now they give a fuck a little bit
they're
more.
better teams, you
Yeah.
know. So
Yeah.
it's like you don't have to really guess which piece of shit team's gonna want to fucking win this game today.
I told you about Jerry Kill.
Dude, what was up with Bowling Green? Their quarterback didn't play?
No.
Or
You got fucked. I don't think. I'm gonna be completely honest. I watched that entire game. I don't think it really would have mattered. But their starting quarterback. It's a big deal. Their starting quarterback got knocked.
Yeah,
out
that's
on
the
first
biggest
drive.
player you can lose.
I know, but they were.
That's
jacked
called
up.
multiple. That's multiple points, though.
No, it is. No,
At
yeah, that's what I'm
least
saying.
4
It was
points.
very unfortunate for you, but they were. Diego Pavia's ability to extend drives on third down was a big deal for me, and he's been playing well,
I
taking
caught
care of the
pieces
ball.
of the game, but
He played well, dude. The interception really wasn't all on him. I think pretty sure it was a
they
tip
ran
ball.
the ball extremely well.
Him especially, though. It was like every 3rd and 8, he'd roll out, and then he will fucking take some punishment, dude. He was getting smashed.
Oh, yeah.
And he was just extending drives. But Jerry Kill, I mean, he was the Minnesota coach for forever and never won a bowl game. This was his first opportunity to get a bowl win, and they took advantage. I was surprised. I figured because
But Bowling Green fought back.
they did. No, yeah, New Mexico State tried to fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck themselves. They did fight back. All right, so you went. What did we just say? 2-7.
Yeah.
2 pending.
Yeah, with 2 pending. Coastal Carolina and Wisconsin roll over to the next week. So Nick went 2-7. Joseph went 7-2. Let's give Joseph give him a clap. Give him a clap. Only one who didn't is
go,
Nick.
Joe.
Nick is pissed that you did well. 7-2. Nearly claws all the way back to 500. You had the over. We were both on it. You had Air Force +4. We were both on it. You had Houston. We were both on it. Wake Forest, good call. Speaking of that, Sam Hartman might transfer to Notre Dame.
I saw that. Yeah,
That's
they're looking
big
like
for Notre Dame.
huge.
Like, yeah, really
Put a
big.
good defense with Sam Hartman.
You had the San Diego State under. You had New Mexico State +3.5. Georgia Southern, you lost out on Memphis. You won on Toledo -4.5 was the one that rolled over. So really on the podcast itself of games you gave out on this previous week's episode, you went 7-1. You had a loss that carried over. 7-2 brings you to 36, 39-1, 9-8 in your locks of the week. I go 5-4, brings me to 69, 72-4, 8-9-1 in my locks of the week. Nick's at 62, 59-6, and that brings him to 14, 3-1 in his locks of the week. And we look ahead. We are picking the remainder of the bowl games. Full transparency, I have to pee so bad. So,
Well, go ahead.
the Military Bowl, UCF versus Duke. Duke's a 3.5-point favorite. Whoever wants it, lead the way. I'll be right back.
I got this one. This one's too easy of a pick.
All right.
Give me Duke -3 versus UCF.
Did you see it at 3?
I got it. Yeah, I saw it at 3.
Did you see it on 3 on?
It's at 3.5 now, but
Yeah. I
Well,
saw
give
it
me
at
the
3.
3.5 because UCF is on their 3rd-string quarterback. Ryan O'Keefe, their leading receiver, he's in the transfer portal going to Boston College. And their 3rd-string quarterback, Thomas Castellanos, has not been doing that good
Yeah.
from what I've seen. So I'm all over Duke -3.5.
I'm on Duke -3.5 as well. Like you just touched on, their 1st and their 2nd string QBs out. Castellanos starting. I'm not going to say for sure because Plumlee is dealing with injuries, and they said it's looking like he's not going to play.
Yeah, what I read was that they said like he's just not ready to come back so
Yeah.
far.
So I'm kind of taking a chance there, I guess you could say, with the injury. Their 3rd leading tackler on defense, linebacker Jean Baptiste is transferred to Ole Miss. Cornerback Devontae Brown is in the portal, and their offensive coordinator, UCF's offensive coordinator Chip Lindsey, is going to call the shots at UNC. We know what UCF will do. I think they're going to lean on the run heavy this game. But I think that Duke will game plan well for that, even though they don't have like a top 50 run defense. I think they'll game plan around that, knowing how UCF runs the ball.
And even if Plumlee comes back, he's been out for what, like 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he might have
rust
some rust to
factor
knock
comes
off.
in.
Correct.
He don't have the WD-40 on the sidelines.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And
just
I
rust.
like Riley Leonard in this offense to move the ball downfield pretty
All right.
easily against this.
So
Golden
Joseph
Knights
and I
team.
are on the same.
All right, fill me in. Who are y'all taking?
Joseph and I both have Duke -3 versus UCF.
I had 3.5, but I'm 3.
Who sees a 3
Bam
I saw it on ESPN earlier
today?
today, yeah, while we were here.
Okay. I'm taking Duke -3. I love Duke. So in the midst of shut that behind you. In the midst of our horrible Thanksgiving week, it was not out of the question that I would go 0-11, 0-12. I don't remember how many total I had. It was around 11. Who saved me?
Riley Leonard.
Riley Leonard and the Duke Blue Devils. I think Duke's going to be the more fired up team. It's Mike Elko's first year as head coach. He's done a great job in the wake of Coach Cutcliffe. Riley Leonard, sophomore quarterback, is a stud. I like him a lot. The defense worries me a little bit, but UCF has lost a lot since the conclusion of the regular season. Ryan O'Keefe, their leading receiver, in the portal. Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste, third leading tackler, in the portal. Devontae Brown, DB, one of their top in the secondary, in the portal. Defensive coordinator Travis Williams is also going to Arkansas to be their defensive coordinator. They've lost a lot. I don't think Duke's largely going to retain the majority of their team. I didn't see – do you have anything? I didn't see much about who's out, who's transferring.
There's only 3 people, I think, that were out, and from what it said, it was like some...
No notable
players.
Hammer Duke, -3.
Very well could be a lot.
Trust in you that you saw 3 here. But yeah, give me the Blue Devils. I like what Mike Elko's doing there in his first season, and I mean, it's no secret. Riley Leonard, I will follow him to the ends of the earth for what he did for me. So, what are you taking?
Duke.
Okay.
Let's go.
Take it for what it's worth.
No, I mean, we're all on it. I like it.
I mean, you get a little bit worried because their defense can get like taken advantage of. So
I feel
you
like
just hope there's no heroics out of the backup, the third string, But I think you got to be able to throw it against them.
Is John Rice Plumlee playing?
He's questionable. That's what
I was going to. Yeah,
he hasn't played in 6 weeks.
Yes, and the backup, I don't give a fuck about the backup.
Mikey
Backup's
Keene
out.
is
This
in
is
the
the third
transfer
string.
portal.
But there's
It's
a reason
Castellanos.
it's only 3.
Castellanos.
from baseball.
Nick? Yeah, no, I'm not worried about too many things stack up. I think Duke will be the more motivated team. It's the Military Bowl. Neither team will give a fuck about that. There ain't Air Force, Army, or Navy. It's Mike Elko's first season. I've said it 3 times already. Probably going to repeat myself a lot. We're drinking for anybody who couldn't figure that
Duke's
out.
about to shit on him.
Okay, just
I'll
because
give it
Bam
to you.
said that, I might go. I might flip.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I'll follow Riley Leonard to the ends of the earth. So in the Military Bowl, take Duke -3. You got a consensus at the table here. Next up on the schedule, we have the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, Kansas and Arkansas. Arkansas is 2.5-point favorites. I'll start it off. I'm taking the Jayhawks +3. Same thing comes into factor here. Find out the team that's going to be more motivated. I think it's going to be Kansas. I hope it's going to be Kansas. Jaden Daniels got hurt mid-season. He's back, as far as I know. Joseph, please definitely let me know if not. I think
he's playing.
He's playing.
Arkansas will be without Drew Sanders and Bumper Poole, their top linebackers. Multiple wide receivers are going to be out as well. KJ Jefferson is going to play, but it is inevitable that he will get banged up throughout this game and start at least limping. And then, I think the Jayhawks are going to be more fired up. Nobody had Kansas having the season that they did this year. Nobody thought they were going to be as good competing in the Big 12. So give me Kansas +3 in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. Which way are you leaning?
Yeah, I'm going Kansas as well.
Okay. You know there's going to be brighter days ahead, just so you know. You carried us. It's kind of like it's like the night watch. You carried us on your back all season. It's like your watch is over now. we're here to carry you now. I guess Joseph's going to carry both of us because I was like, I'm fucking taking them for everything this week. And then I wasn't. Then I just limped to the fucking finish line. But Joseph's over here. Wake Forest did you good again.
Yeah.
Now you'll follow Notre Dame to the end of the earth.
Notre Dame.
Sam Hartman.
Next year?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well,
Absolutely.
which side are you taking?
Yeah, I'm on Kansas +3. I had this as my lock. I feel good about it, but I felt a little bit better about another game. You touched on it a little bit. Arkansas is missing a lot of key players. They do have KJ Jefferson, but They have wideouts Jaden Hasselwood, Keytron Jackson, and Warren Thompson are all out in the portal. Hasselwood opted out. Tight end Trey Knox, center Ricky Stromberg, and as you touched on, Drew Sanders, their leading linebacker, who leads the way on defense, is out. And Arkansas's defensive coordinator Barry Odom took over the head coaching position at UNLV.
Yes.
I just think it's a lot of things going on that Arkansas side. Kansas has one of the most efficient passing games in the nation. Jalen Daniels only turning the ball over 6 times this year, 15th fewest in the nation. So, I mean, I feel really confident about Kansas +3 in this game.
Okay. I like that a lot. Every year we have one episode where we get hammered. I am going to be hammered by the completion of this podcast.
I might be burping towards the middle of it.
Definitely don't do that. What? Yeah.
Feeling
I mean,
going
thank
on.
you for prepping everybody.
Just letting you know.
Are you on this game, Bam?
I'm having crazy feelings about these games, but it's not the research I did. It's the Bud Light. So take that with a grain of salt.
Free plug.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not on this game.
All right. Up next, we have, I believe, the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. They got to fire the people who are coming up with these fucking names. You got the 15-ranked Oregon Ducks versus North Carolina. North Carolina's 14-point underdogs. Does anybody have a strong lean in this one?
Not a strong one. I kind of flip-flopped with this one and ultimately ended up at Oregon and UNC over 74.5. It's a huge total.
I'm on the under.
It is a lot of points, but there's a lot of inactives. UNC, their top wideout, Josh Downs, opted out, and one of their starting cornerbacks, Tony Grimes, went to the portal.
Yeah, he's going to a big name.
Yeah,
I can't remember. Maybe I don't know. Maybe USC.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bigger name school, definitely.
Yeah.
But I saw that as well. Who else? Do you have any other names?
Storm Duck is going to the portal, and starting safety Cameron Kelly is also going to the portal. And
Okay.
on the other side of the ball, in Oregon as well, not the other side of the ball, but the other team, cornerback Christian Gonzalez, their top corner guy.
I know Flo, the linebacker, is in the portal.
Yeah, he's in the portal. Linebacker Noah Sewell, and both wide receivers Seven McGee and Deontay Thornton are in the portal as well.
Full circle. I remember sitting here first episode. I was like, oh, Oregon's going to do really well against Georgia. They got fast linebackers, Justin Flo. Yeah, they got beat by 1 billion. Justin Flo's leaving Oregon now. So you're going over?
Yeah, I mean, you got both of these quarterbacks who we know can sling the rock, and Drake May, ACC Player of the Year, I believe, correct?
Probably, yeah.
And Bo Nix, they're both playing. There's a lot of guys out defensively. I think that both of these passing games get going and they can hit the over here.
Okay, so I'm on the opposite. There is a lot of guys out defensively, but there's some key players out offensively as well. We've seen Drake May struggle down the stretch. Both teams are going to be without their offensive coordinators that they started this season with. Oregon has a better than average red zone defense. I think we're going to see May struggle to finish drives. You're going to see multiple drives settle for 3 rather than getting 6. It's a lot of points here in a holiday bowl that who gives a shit about. I'm going under 75. I just think it's too many points, and we've seen Drake May struggle against lesser competition than Oregon. So give me the under 75. What are you thinking?
I'm going North Carolina plus the points.
Okay. It is a lot of points. I see you have 13.5 written down.
Yeah.
I see 14. I saw 14 today. Let's put it this way.
Yeah,
So
it moved.
you take what you want.
Yeah.
You want 13.5?
Yeah.
Okay. These rules, you can get 14. You're leaving a half point out there.
What'd you say the total was?
75 is what I got it at today.
It's long gone. The Sharps have made their move,
What does that mean?
and I was included in that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. My knife's pretty dull these days, but could maybe catch something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This could be you had a bad week. This could be your week to get them. The majority of the bullshit games are gone now.
Yep.
Your morale is in the dirt at the wrong time.
It's okay.
If you shit the bed this week, I mean, then you're buried.
You know what they say.
What do they say?
When you're down, the only way to go is up.
They don't say that.
They do say that.
I mean, they say something kind of like that.
They
but
say
I don't know the real saying.
when your
but something
back's
like
against
that.
the wall
You
You stand tall.
Come on.
Yes.
No, they say
I remember
what
screaming that.
goes
hammer.
up must come down.
And you came down, but what goes down can only go up.
Yeah.
Exactly what I
Depending
just
on
said.
It is what Bam just said.
If you're there's a mattress, maybe.
If there's something bouncy on the bottom, then you can only go up. Yeah, no, we're about to fucking get him this week.
You know
we're
what?
about to get him. Nick had his entire holiday season. Thanksgiving ruined, Christmas ruined, New Year's not so much. We're starting the New Year strong. All right, what are you on this one? You're only on a couple.
No, but I might take that under because 75 is.
I fucking hate that. Why don't you take the over with Joseph?
I'll stay away.
Take the over with
You know
Joseph.
what? I'm not even taking it.
Good.
I'll stick with mine.
Leave
and
me
mine
be.
Only.
You
Okay?
leave me be. You okay? I don't know what games you're on though, so you flag me down whenever you're on one. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. The Tax Act Texas Bowl. Texas Tech versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss is 3.5-point favorites. There was a key word there, and it was Texas. Give me Texas Tech plus 3.5.
Who's playing quarterback for Texas Tech these days?
You got anything on this? Joseph did the bulk of the research this week. You got nothing?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, which side are you leaning?
Me, I'm on Ole Miss. Minus 3.5.
In the Texas Bowl?
Yeah, I don't like that they'll have a lot of fans there, but Mississippi's not too far away. They could show up too.
Yeah, but we went over this already. We saw the Baylor game. Were you on the right side of that? What game was that?
Baylor?
The Baylor Bowl against North Texas. Was it? Wait.
Yeah, I was on the right side of that.
I was on the over.
Who did Baylor play? Was it North Texas?
No.
I'm
who did
tripping.
Baylor
No.
play?
I'm tripping.
Not North
Regardless, it was a bowl that he was like, I think we're going to, like, they should show up. And you were like, fuck no, they won't. And there was like 13 people there. I think then you're not going to see a huge turnout in this game. You're going to see a bigger turnout than that other game, but you're not going to see much. for
Yeah,
this
no,
one.
the fans don't go to these games.
No, yeah, no.
Unless if it's South Alabama.
But
Because they
South Al-
packed a fucking place, and Western Kentucky had virtually no one there. But guess who had all the fucking energy somehow?
The quarterback that was in the portal and then came back to the team a week prior to the game, lit it up for like 400 passing.
Said, I ain't fucking leaving.
Yeah. That was
That was
It was ridiculous. He
disgusting.
threw for
I
almost
really,
like
I
500
so
yards.
wish you would have just bet. I wish
That
we could have
was
all bet the over
disgusting.
because that was such a good time for me.
Dude, we all would have bet the over.
But
shit would've been
everyone else
rocking.
hopped on the fucking on South Alabama too. I doubled down on the over. I had a great time. Like that's gonna go down. That's year 2 of the New Orleans Bowl. That's gonna go down in New Orleans Bowl history for me. So y'all fucked up.
What you mean?
Y'all fucked
That
up.
was my first pick. Is over.
Yeah, but we know what you did. We won't tell the listeners. All right, so you're taking Ole Miss 3.5.
I'm taking Ole Miss minus 3.5.
What are you leaning? I'm taking Tech with the points.
Texas Tech.
Let's ride. All right, the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl, Syracuse and Minnesota. So I feel like this is going to be a key, like who's in, who's out type of game. Do you have anything?
Not much. Just
Did
No,
you look though?
I looked at every game.
I like that.
No Sean Tucker, which
Okay.
is obviously the biggest
Yeah, that's
of the
okay.
game.
Not much.
Yeah.
That's the biggest.
Mo
Well, then-
Ibrahim.
Mo Ibrahim's playing.
Give me Minnesota. Give me Minnesota minus
I'm
9.5.
saying not much because every game I researched had like fucking
lot.
10 people
Yeah.
out.
No, I know, but that's a big deal. He's their best player.
Yeah, definitely.
And their starting left tackle declared for the draft, and he will not be playing.
Syracuse.
Yes.
Give me Minnesota. I got minus 9.5 today. Yeah. Give me Minnesota. What are y'all thinking? What are you on?
I'm on Minnesota minus 9.5.
Let's fucking go.
No Sean Tucker, like we just talked about.
Their identity's gone. His post game tweets where he says something repetitive, and then he's like, "I'm not satisfied with my performance, so I'm gonna come back stronger next week."
Yeah.
He has some like saying that he does and some hashtag. So they're gonna be without that. That's a big loss for them.
But I didn't really touch on it much with Ole Miss, but I think this game will have a lot of the same as far as running the ball behind Muhammad Ibrahim, or Ibrahim, however you say it.
Ibrahim.
Minnesota top 5 defensively. Also running the ball, they're top 5. Minnesota, another momentum game here. Minnesota won the last four of their last 5, and Syracuse is obviously the opposite, losing the four of their last 5. So I like Minnesota minus 9.5.
Yeah, I mean, against a formidable defense, Schrader's been struggling. I don't even know if he's going to be the starting quarterback. I'm assuming.
I haven't seen anything saying otherwise.
Florida State, they put up 3 points. Pitt, they put up 9 points. They've been struggling down the stretch against a formidable defense. They lost to Wake Forest. They were able to get a win against BC, but they're not worth a shit. You take away Sean Tucker, who makes their offense go. Give me Minnesota. Minnesota's going to close this out, -9.5.
Yeah, and Syracuse's offensive coordinator left, and they have another guy calling plays this week, as well as their defensive coordinator left for Nebraska.
So this is at the Pinstripe Bowl's at Yankee Stadium. Mm-hmm. They can only play well in the Carrier Dome. I can smell it. You're taking Syracuse.
Huh?
You thinking Syracuse?
I would lean that way, but I'm trying to.
In all seriousness, I don't like Minnesota's offense.
It's like I don't know if they can win by 10. They'll dominate them, but they might only win by not 10.
And I just feel like I'm struggling to see how Syracuse puts points on the board.
Yeah, but it could also be a situation where I seen Minnesota rush the ball for 312 yards and only score 10 points.
Yeah.
And guess who bet Minnesota?
I feel like we're gonna let these last couple weeks cloud a very good season of yours.
No, I'm coming back.
I feel like you're seeing ghosts. It was a remarkable season.
I'm going Minnesota first half -5.5.
I am tempted. Jesus,
they'll be up by a touchdown.
Well, dude, your Carhartt hoodie
at
getting stuck on the shirt.
And they'll be up by a touchdown at the end of the game.
Why would you say that?
Because that's what I think's going to happen.
Okay, but why couldn't you just say the first part and then just let's roll the dice on the second part? Okay. Man. All right, so you're on the first half. We'll take the full game. All right, we got to keep it moving because we have a lot this week. The Cheez-It Bowl, Oklahoma and Florida State. Florida State's 9.5-point favorites. This is funny because I saw the future. I may have already told this story on the podcast. We were out at the Coastal Carolina's getting their fucking shit kicked in right now, so that sucks. But we were out at the first game of the season, LSU and Florida State in the Superdome, and we're jawing back and forth with Florida State fans, and they're talking all this shit. And I said, yeah, y'all will be playing in the fucking Cheez-It Bowl at the end of the year, dude. Give me a break. What do you know? Well, they're in the Cheez-It Bowl, and LSU is also in the Cheez-It Bowl.
Yeah, so. I know. I saw that, too. I was like, how's there 2 Cheez-It Bowls?
I know.
The Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
With that being said, I am hammering Florida State -9.5. I love Florida State. Jordan Travis is coming back. Get the season started on the right foot.
And LSU plays them again next year, right?
Is it another neutral site?
I think it's in Florida somewhere.
Huh. I know they do that a lot. Like they commit to like multiple games. Yeah, you're probably right. It'll probably be like a neutral site, but in their state, kind of like what we did. Give me Florida State -9.5. They're the more complete team. It's been a shit show over there in Oklahoma. I like Jordan Travis a lot. He's made a lot of strides this year. Give me the Seminoles. What are you thinking?
Oh, this is my locks in this game.
Okay, interesting.
But I'm going.
Well, don't tell us.
Well, it's a different bet.
Okay.
I'm going Florida State -9.5.
Your locks on the total? Jesus Christ. All right. I like it. Joseph, what are you on in this one?
I'm on Florida State -9.5.
Let's get it.
Did you touch on it already?
I just said, Jordan Travis is coming back. I think they're the more complete team. Tell me who's in, who's out.
I have a couple. Oklahoma star running back Eric Gray is out. He opted out for the draft. Their starting tackle, Anton Harrison, opted out as well.
Good.
And the other tackle.
Alongside of him, Wanya.
Look at Bam doing his research.
Wanya Morris. Well, that's what Bam knew he would provide this episode, is he'll just watch
I'm only on like 4 games.
I'm going to be honest. I had a busy week, so y'all I'm being dead ass. I need y'all to
I like Florida State here as well. They're looking for their first 10-win season since 2016. Was that
I think
Jameis?
that's accurate. Yeah, it had to be.
That had to be Jameis when they won the national championship.
You know what? I'm hopping on Florida State also.
Okay.
Another momentum one here for me. Oklahoma 2-3 in their last 5. Florida State undefeated in their last 5. I think they keep it rolling here and win easily.
In my opinion, the main momentum thing is Jordan Travis coming back.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal for them.
Oh, yeah.
You finally saw Mike Norvell in his draft class kind of get things recruiting class kind of get things going. This is their best season by far, and they're going for 10 wins. So Oklahoma's had a shit bag of a season. 10 wins. It's fate. I said they were going to be in the Cheez-It Bowl. They're going to be in it. 10-win season coming up for Florida State.
Yeah.
They'll be more motivated. 9.5 points, not enough. All right, the Valero Alamo Bowl. You got number 20 ranked Texas Longhorns taking on the number 12 ranked Washington Huskies. Texas is a 3-point favorite in this one. What do we have in terms of opt-outs, portals, whatever?
Not much. I mean, as we know, Bijan's out.
And what about the
Yes.
other running back?
Rashawn
He's out.
Johnson is also opting out.
Rashawn who?
Johnson?
Rashawn Johnson.
Yeah, he's
Rashawn
a top.
Johnson.
He's a top 10 running back in this draft
Yeah?
as well. Yeah,
Their backup?
yeah.
Wow. Also, their starting linebacker, DeMarvion Overshone, opted out as well for the draft.
Is that the armbands?
I don't know.
Is that armbands?
It's probably armband.
One guy fills up the entire armband quota on his own.
Really?
He's got 10 armbands on each arm. They get allotted 30 armbands from Nike, and he takes 2/3 of them, and everybody else is like, you can get one, you got to cut them up.
He's like the Madden 07 like creative player.
Yes.
You throw every little.
Yes, he's good though. I
accessory.
think he's number 0 if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, he's got the tape on the fingers.
Yeah, Bam. Add on whenever you see people out, because I didn't write everybody. I tried to write as
I'm just
notable
on the
people as
website
I-
right now.
as I saw, so I might miss some.
All right, Quinn Ewers is playing.
Correct.
I am going to take Texas -3.
What class is Worthy? The
He's a sophomore, right? This year, wasn't he a freshman? A true freshman last year?
I don't know.
Xavier Worthy.
I think
They
thought
would
he
have
was a true
definitely
freshman
said
last
something
year.
if he wasn't playing.
I can tell you in
Oh
1
yeah,
second.
no, he's playing.
Y'all keep
My bad.
talking. I'm gonna tell you in a second.
I thought that was my book bag. My bad. Playing footsies over here with Bam.
Wait, we got the answer.
See, I feel like this is like the one where you're just going to.
Worthy's a sophomore.
You see Texas having all these people out, and you're like, okay, let's take Washington. And then Texas wins by 15.
Yeah, but you don't know a goddamn thing about anything.
That's why I'm not touching it.
Yeah, I'm taking Texas. Nick, what are you taking?
Texas.
Okay.
I'm on the over 66.5.
I don't hate that.
Washington number 1 ranked passing offense in the country, passing for 376 yards per game, and I also think Ewers will be able to move the ball very easily against this Washington secondary, who is lower totem pole in the nation.
I don't hate that at all, actually. What do you have it at?
66.5.
Okay. All right, the Duke's Mayo Bowl, Maryland, NC State, number 23 ranked NC State. They are 1-point favorites. What is the latest with Leary? He's transferring, correct?
Yep.
Where's he going? I mean, it doesn't matter. He's transferring. That's all.
He's
all
going somewhere.
Was it Wisconsin? No, it wasn't Wisconsin.
Where it'll be interesting because they don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he's going.
Okay. Do you have anything of note?
Maryland has some opt-outs at the wide
God, we
receiver
have
position.
so many more games. Jesus Christ.
Number 1 wideout, Ja'Shawn Jones will play, but his fellow wideouts, Deontay Demus Jr., Jacob Copeland, and Raheem Jarrett all opted out.
I know Raheem Jarrett's normally one of the top.
So a lot of
He
their
was
receivers
LSU
are out.
Transfer.
Yeah.
Snapped his leg on one of the most important games for you last year. What are you trying to show me? Breaking information? Jesse's in the background trying to give us information. All right. I don't really have an opinion on this one. I'm going to let y'all lead me to the water.
All right.
Maybe not. His water's been tainted. So if you feel good, what are you thinking?
NC State -1 point.
Okay. Taulia Tagovailoa is playing.
Mm-hmm.
NC State's got a good defense. What are you thinking? You're going Maryland.
No,
You
I'm
can
on
smell it.
I'm on the under. It's a low number,
Really?
46.5, but like you just said, I think NC State's front seven will get.
It is a pretty
What's his
low
name?
number.
Talia?
Taulia.
He has a brother who plays for the Dolphins.
No, but what's his first name?
Taulia. Okay, I thought you were asking last name.
No,
It's Taulia.
Taulia. I think NC State's defensive front will give him problems. They'll get in the backfield. Missing these key wideouts, I think, will affect him as well. And I don't see NC State's offense putting up that many points as well.
Okay.
So I like the under 46.5.
All right, I'm with Nick. I'm going NC State -1. The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. I love Frosted Flakes for what that's worth. Pitt, UCLA, number 18th ranked UCLA. UCLA 6-point favorites against Pitt. Keaton Slovis is in the portal. I know that for a fact. Who is going to play quarterback for them? Now that I don't have a fucking clue.
It's either,
Patty.
It's either
Is it Patty? Fuck that.
It's
Ground
either
Patty.
him-
Yeah, well, Patty fucked me last year. Are you sure it's Patty?
It says right here, it says, Patty, hampered by a leg injury, is in the leader of the clubhouse, but QB3 Nate
Yarnell.
Yarnell
Yeah.
has been going head-to-head in practice
With Jared
this
Wayne?
week.
No,
No, with Patty. Yarnell and Patty.
Okay.
And they've been
Wayne's
battling out this week.
I mean, I'm leaning UCLA here.
as am I.
What are y'all thinking? Nick, you got
UCLA.
anything?
Yeah, I'm going UCLA.
I see 5.5.
Is Charbonnet
5.5.
not going to play this game?
Probably not. All the media.
If I had to
that
guess-
covers
5.5.
Yeah, do you have anything on Zach Charbonnet?
They said the media. I've read that the media that covers UCLA gave DTR a 75% chance to play.
Well, that's a fucking giant.
Charbonnet.
Part of this bet.
The
Charbonnet.
backup isn't bad.
No, he's not.
What's his name again?
I can't. I just looked at it today. I can't remember. Charbonnet. 10%.
He has a brother or something.
They don't think
I can
Charbonnet
tell
will
you.
play.
Hold on. Yeah, I would assume he's not. It's not gonna be a first round pick. He could be, I guess, but I don't know what.
No
his
way.
Yeah, but he's gonna be a very good running
And
back.
Jake Bobo.
Ethan
They're expecting
Garbers.
him to play as well.
Ethan Garbers. Bobo's got to play.
It says 100%
Oh, Garbers.
for
Yeah,
Bobo.
Garbers' brother played for another Pac-12.
He's completing 71% of his passes. okay?
Garbers isn't bad.
Yeah, he's only throwing
Noah
28
Banacanda
now.
or Slovis. I like UCLA.
A lot of
Yes,
people don't know
yes.
DTR used to not be that good, and Garbers would come in and not play bad.
UCLA -5.5. Lock it in. All right, we have the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. You have the number 21 ranked Notre Dame Irish taking on the number 19th ranked South Carolina Gamecocks. The spread currently sits at 2 points in favor of Notre Dame. Spencer Rattler. I know he was like, they were like, oh, is he going to the draft? Like, oh, yeah, are we all smoking crack? He came back, finally had a decent end of the season with South Carolina. Why on God's green earth? Is he going to the draft?
No.
Okay, I was going to say, am I smoking the crack? Why the fuck would Spencer Rattler declare for the draft? Come back. You found a system that apparently works for you. You knocked off Clemson. Come back and try to have a good year and build your stock.
Tennessee.
Yeah, whatever it was. I think they beat Clemson too.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Maybe.
No, I'm pretty goddamn sure they beat Clemson too.
I don't know.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't know? We were at Hooters.
Oh, yeah, it's because I was on Clemson and they didn't cover.
You weren't on Clemson.
Yeah, I was.
We were at Hooters.
No, on a parlay, I was on Clemson, and they're the only ones that didn't fucking hit, of course.
All right. What's the move?
Always Clemson.
Who are we taking?
Oh, I'm taking the Irish.
That's what I'm leaning. Spencer Rattler, come on.
Rattler, come on.
Who the hell's going to play quarterback for the Irish? Pine?
No, he's out. He's in the portal.
Doesn't matter because Pine sucked.
I mean, Notre Dame's defense is
Buckner's questionable. They thought he was going to be out for the year, but they're saying that
Tyler Buckner playing first base for the Red Sox.
I'm taking
If it's
both
not-
of them.
Well, then who the hell?
If it's
Nobody
not-
else has played
If
quarterback.
it's not Bucker, then it'll be
Bucker.
QB3 Steve Angeli.
correct.
Well, Jesus Christ.
That just sounds like a shitty quarterback's name. I'm sorry.
It's a 2-point spread.
I'm on South Carolina.
I'm leaning Carolina as well, but I feel like this is one of those ones that's put up on a tee, like, oh, you got to take Carolina. And then whoever the hell they pull off the street out of the fucking cafeteria comes in and lights them up. I'm taking Carolina. I see 2.5, too. Give me Gamecocks. I see 2.5. What are you taking? You going Notre Dame?
Yeah,
Who's going to fucking throw the ball?
the same. The guy before didn't really throw it all that well.
I know, but
Yeah.
they're saying Buckner's hurt, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Pine.
you're saying it can't get that much worse?
I'm saying it's not worth a lot to the spread to me that he's
Yeah.
not playing. If he was any good, maybe so. But I'm betting on the defense and the line, the Russian attack. So
Yeah.
I don't trust Rattler. You got to give me 10 points for me to bet on Rattler.
One of the top tight ends in the country with Notre Dame, Michael Mayer, is
Yeah.
opting out as well.
Yes, and that is, yeah, he's going to be like a fucking,
Couple for Notre Dame.
Yeah. All right, we have 4, 8. We have 10 games left. We're going to kind of breeze through them a little bit. It's a lot.
All right.
Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. You got to go to barstool.com to watch this. Ohio and Wyoming. This is a snooze fest. This is a snooze fest that they sprinkled in with the good games. Wyoming's 1.5-point underdogs. Does anybody have a side that they feel good about? I feel like it'd be hard to find one.
They
Yeah.
left one left in there, huh?
Huh? Yeah, they just sprinkled. They're like, oh, look at all this good
For real.
stuff, and then bam.
I noticed that. I was like, why is this in between all of these games?
Yeah, it'll be a good production.
I'll say this: Ohio is missing their star quarterback, Curtis Rourke. He's injured.
Yeah, he's been out for a minute, and he's good.
And he's not going to play this game. He's good. He's MAC Player of the Year, I think. 18th ranked passing offense. He's out. Wyoming's missing all of their running backs. Their bell cow, Titus Swen, is out. So I'm on the under here, 42.5. Another low total.
Okay, I'm going to take Wyoming with the 1.5.
They're laying 1.5?
They're underdogs.
Oh, they're dogs. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take Wyoming here. The loss of Rourke is a big deal for Ohio. I think I was on them in their conference championship, if I remember correctly. I could be fucking that up, but it is a big deal. Their offense does not move with the fluidity that it did. So give me Wyoming plus 1.5. What are y'all thinking? Jesus.
Oh, this is a shit game.
Yeah. Take this one with the biggest grain of
Are
salt.
they at least going to have like some funny commentators since it's the Barstool Bowl?
It's going to be all the Barstool guys. The entire production will be done by the Barstool guys.
That'll probably be the only thing that makes this game interesting.
Yeah,
Just hearing big.
Without
Yeah.
a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. What are you thinking now?
All their running backs are out?
Literally
What I-
four
yeah.
running backs are out for
Yeah.
Wyoming.
Titus Swen.
I
the bell
hate
cow's out.
Peasley. Wyoming's not very good.
No.
Dude, I got to
But then
We were.
Ohio's quarterback's out.
I like
Yeah.
that under.
I'm gonna go Ohio. I seen 1 point. I can get 1 point. You got 2.5.
1.5.
All right, there's at least 2 out there. There's a bunch of different lines.
Give me 2. Plus 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ohio -1.
Okay. All right. Okay, next one. Capital One Orange Bowl. Give me a quick rundown on who's in and who's out on this one.
Quick. Okay.
Well,
it's
give
just,
me the big stuff.
Well, yeah, it's really just Tennessee. No Hooker,
Okay.
no Hyatt, no Tillman, no Callaway, and no Holiday. Just on a lot of receivers. Top QB. That's a recipe for disaster. I'm on Clemson -5.5.
All right, this one's my lock of the week. I see 4.5.
Okay, -4.5. Clemson.
Might give it away, but yeah, that's my lock of the week. Which side are you on, Nick?
Clemson.
Okay.
I mean, they
No,
don't
no, no.
have their players.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you got Clemson with Klubnik
Yes.
I like Klubnik.
Yes.
building on something for next year. You got
Yep.
a Tennessee secondary that's shown.
Yes.
We'll see. We'll see what's up with them.
You're not on this one, right, Bam?
This is actually my lock.
Oh, fuck.
You're
Okay.
damn right.
Are you on the Sugar Bowl?
Who's playing
I'm
in the
not.
Sugar Bowl?
Jesus Christ. All right, I have to pee so bad. Again. This dude, I have gone 138 episodes without peeing once.
And now you're peeing twice, is what I'm saying.
I might have to pee 3 or 4 times. I got to make up. I got to catch up.
Y'all will have to talk about
But I know
this.
you feel strongly about the Sugar Bowl. So, the Sugar Bowl, number 5 ranked Alabama versus number 9 Kansas State. Bama is 6.5-point favorites. I'll let you or you, either one, take it
I
away.
can't. It's my lot.
And I'll be right back.
Y'all talk about it.
Yeah, I bet this game some time ago at 5.5 weeks ago, shortly after the news was broken that
They'll play.
Bryce Young and Will Anderson are going to play. That's all I
Gibbs.
need to hear.
Gibbs as well.
So, yeah, I mean, that's huge. They are expecting nobody to opt out of this game.
Correct.
So, I think Alabama's here to prove something. TCU and Ohio State got in over them in the playoffs, so they're going to be playing Kansas State, who just played TCU and beat TCU in the Big 12 championship. I think Alabama's here to make a statement. So I'm gonna
Right.
lay the points even at 6.5. I think that the spread should be at least a touchdown.
Are you on this, Bam?
I'm not, but I would lean Alabama.
Yeah. Kansas State, I saw Martinez might play, even though they're going to probably go with Howard, but they might.
Yeah,
mix in
he's been
Martinez.
available, I think.
Yeah. So
So
they
they've
might.
been talking about mixing him in.
Yeah, they might mix him in with some run options or something. I'm thinking,
I
but
don't know.
I'm not going to give my side yet because it's
All
not
right.
a lot.
Fill me in on what they're going to mix in. Who? The backup?
No, Adrian Martinez.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, they might because he might play.
Okay. Do you have anything in terms of opt-outs that stand out to you?
No, we just talked about it. Nick just hit on it. Everybody's back. Nick
I
said.
didn't hear on who y'all took, but we've
What
talked
about
about it a little bit.
Deuce Vaughn?
Is he up in
I
the
didn't
air?
See anything? On
Or are you
that.
saying he might go to the NFL?
I mean, he's a player that I would.
I don't know what his. I don't know what.
I don't know
class
what
he is.
class he is
Yeah.
either.
I didn't
Um,
see anything on him.
I didn't hear what y'all said, but I can assume I'm taking Bama 6.5. Really, it was Nick's point when we talked about it, and it made plenty of sense to me. Alabama. What are you fucking smirking at? Over
Yeah,
there,
what are you
dude?
laughing
What, you got something in your throat? Get it out.
Nothing.
We'll wait.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Are you?
Yeah, I swear.
All right. Sorry. Give me Bama minus 6.5. When we talked about it, like I said, it made sense to me. Bama's going to come out with something to prove here. Kansas State, that will put a ball up for grabs here and there. I think Bama's going to be extremely motivated to show that Kansas State beat TCU, so they're going to come out. They could trounce this team by 30.
That's what Nick said as well.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
They could trounce this team by 30 and just send a message to the committee that we should have been in that top 4. Bryce Young and defensive side of the ball,
Will Anderson
are both playing.
Gibbs as well.
Jahmyr Gibbs is playing. Alabama's going to come out with something to prove. They wouldn't even come out and waste their time and potentially get hurt if they didn't have something to prove in this game. Take the Crimson Tide
Yeah.
minus 6.5 in a runaway.
I might add that. I'm definitely adding that.
Coastal Carolina with the touchdown.
Nice. What's the score?
7-10 after they kicked the extra point.
Oh, they're down.
They are down. They suck.
And Saban will get these dudes fired up.
Well, no goddamn shit.
That's what I'm saying. He was out there doing fucking leg lifts with the damn team.
Malik Knowles is playing. I know he got banged up in the Big 12 championship. Anything on him?
Nope.
Okay.
It says each are expected to play Knowles and cornerback Boyd Doe. Suffered injuries in Big 12 title game.
What about Kinstry? No. Nah, I just like his name. Kool-Aid McKinstry. Yeah, he'll play.
That's a nice name.
No, yeah, in all seriousness, Bama, like I said, Bama is going to come out ready to roll. Bama's going to come out and send a message to the committee that they should have been in the top 4, even though I was happy with what they did, with what the committee did by putting TCU in. Bama's going to show to everybody and try to prove a point that they were a top 4 team in the country. I think expect a runaway here. Expect a runaway. All right, the Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl. You have Iowa and Kentucky. Iowa is 2-point favorites. So we're looking at no Levis, no Rodriguez.
Yep. I already know where you're going, Joe.
Where?
It's a low number, but I'm taking under 31 points.
Damn straight.
You're going under.
He's going back to the
31.
Iowa play. I like it.
Yeah.
Can
I
we
like
get
it. I am.
4 touchdowns and a field goal?
They are starting QB3 Joey Labus, who has not thrown a pass this year.
Who is they? Kentucky?
No, Iowa.
Oh, so what is Petrus doing?
Petrus
Petrus has a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, that motherfucker ain't
Second
preparing for the
strings out.
draft.
Labus,
Maybe the draft to
QB3.
go fight against Russia, but you ain't preparing for the NFL draft.
They can't score as it is, even with Petrus, no matter who's back there. You got a guy who hasn't thrown a pass all year. Iowa knows what's coming. With Kentucky with no Levis or Rodriguez. Iowa giving up only 14 points per game this year with the number 6 ranked scoring defense. It's under to me.
And their second string quarterback's in the portal, so that's actually their third string.
That's what I said.
I like
QB3.
that. I like that under.
Give me Iowa minus 2.5. Defense is going to prevail here. Kentucky will be lucky to
yeah.
find the end zone.
This will be a 17-10
This is
game.
going to be a fucking brutal game to watch, but this is bowl season personified. Give me Iowa.
Yep.
What are you thinking?
This is a tough one.
It's extremely tough. Again, take it with a grain of salt if you're listening. Hey, come on.
Just know I'm all over this next game.
This is just like one where, that total's just not very high, huh?
But you remember you said the same thing
Yep.
at one point this week to me when I had the under? It was at like, what, 32? Like,
What'd I say?
you said this total's really low. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it really is. But I stuck with my guns.
Yeah, you just get worried about that being. I would.
What are you taking?
I'm going under 31.
Are you?
All right. All right.
Set them up.
Go.
That's what I'm talking about, Nick. Let's go.
All right. The college football playoff. So we're going to have games after, but we're going in order here.
Oh.
College football playoff semifinal, the Fiesta Bowl. Okay, so I'm extremely interested to see what we're thinking here. I have my mind made up for better or for worse. Number 3, TCU versus number 2, Michigan. Michigan is a 7.5-point favorite. What are we thinking? I'll let Nick start it off. Do you have a lean?
I don't know. I'm gonna go TCU here.
I'm going TCU as well.
I am going TCU as well.
Plus
We're
8.
all
Hold on.
Plus 8.
even better.
Sounds good.
even better.
Barstool Sportsbook.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, if you can find it.
Are you on this, Bam?
I am on this.
Oh, let's hear
Uh-oh.
Is this your lock?
Michigan.
This is not my lock.
Go ahead and take Michigan, please.
I'm not.
No.
I'm taking the over 58.5.
Square bet.
Not a square bet.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
2 of the highest scoring offenses in the nation. 6th in the
Okay.
nation for TCU being 40.3, and then number 7 with Michigan having 40.1. The only thing that scares me is Michigan's defense being really good, mainly their rush defense, but priding themselves on their ability to air the ball out and spread the field with Duggan.
Yep.
Duggan.
We talked about this. We even prepped for
We
it.
even did,
And
and
we
I
thought
fucked
you
it
were going to
up.
hammer it home, but when the lights were brightest, you absolutely shit the
Yeah,
bed.
well, either way, with that being said, each team can basically score whenever TCU come out swinging, so I'm going over 58.5.
Okay.
No Blake Corum.
I'm taking TCU plus 8. We know what we're getting with Max Duggan, the Heisman finalist. His daddy was up there saying the kid is just a winner. He just tries harder than the rest, and we saw it in the Big 12 championship. But I think that Kendre Miller, with his 6.2 yards per carry and his 17 touchdowns on the year, can make life a lot easier for Max Duggan. That's a large reason why I'm taking TCU. This is a game that they keep games close. They're going to keep another one close here. J.J. McCarthy will throw balls up for grabs. I still do not believe in J.J. McCarthy. That's what it really boils down to here. Give me the TCU Horned Frogs plus 8. Sounds like everyone's in a consensus agreement here.
Yes.
Okay. College football playoff, the Peach Bowl, number 4 Ohio State versus the number 1 ranked Georgia Bulldogs. This is going to be an incredible matchup, at least on paper.
Bam wants to say something.
Spit it out.
This is an easy game to pick.
Okay. Who are you taking?
Give me Georgia minus 6.5.
I fucking love that.
You're damn right.
Give me
And-
the Buckeyes plus 6.5. You fool. You fool. Georgia's offense gave up, 500 yards to LSU? Was it 500?
Their
Yeah.
defense.
Ryan Day. Yeah, defense. It don't matter. You're over there betting Georgia.
Yeah,
Okay?
you're damn right, because it's in Atlanta, in
Oh, that doesn't
Mercedes-Benz
fucking matter.
Stadium.
It was in Atlanta when
Fucking
LSU bitch
home
slapped them.
field advantage.
So, Joseph, you're taking Georgia too.
Correct.
I
Georgia,
love
number
that.
1 rush
Joseph's
defense
had
in
one
the
good
country.
year all year. You think? One
on,
good
Joe.
week all year. You think he's having 2?
Come on, Joe.
No. This Georgia defense, I've been saying it all year, is susceptible. The defense that they had the year prior, all it could do was go down. The beer's hitting me. This defense is susceptible. You saw it with LSU. They gave up nearly 500 yards of offense, if not more. Ohio State, Ryan Day said it. They have new life. When it looked like they were going to be on the outside looking in, they found themselves inside the top 4. I'm not saying they're going to win, but they're going to make this game close. C.J. Stroud, that's all he's been hearing is you're not winning the Heisman. You're not doing anything in the playoff. You're not beating Michigan. You're going to see an extremely motivated Ohio State team with an improved defense under Jim Knowles. Georgia's secondary is susceptible through the air. Give me the Buckeyes plus 6.5 in a big way. What are you taking?
Ohio State plus 7.
I was just about to say, do you have a 7? Do you have a 7?
Ohio State plus whatever it is to win the national championship.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, relax.
All
right. Relax. Let's go game by game basis till we crawl up the gutter.
What's the money line?
I don't know, but you feel that strongly?
Yeah.
Take that for what it's worth. Bam's a drunk and
it's going to be close. It's going to be dramatic.
Joseph is a
Just
winner.
this week.
Hey.
Just this week.
Maybe he knows.
Nick and I have led you to the clean, the good water that you can drink all year. And now we're telling you right now, Ohio State plus 7.
I just think that Georgia's a touchdown better than Ohio State.
That's easy to say though.
And
I think they're
even
3
though
touchdowns.
they will be
You're a
without
fool.
Georgia will be without their top edge rusher Nolan Smith. They won't have McConkey. He got injured.
Oh man.
last
Oh, yeah,
week.
that's huge.
That is
On
extremely
the Ohio State
huge.
side of the ball, there's no Travion Henderson. I know they have some pretty decent backups.
Yeah, but he's been
though,
out for
right?
a minute. Yeah, Mayan Williams.
For a minute.
Mayan
Yeah,
Williams.
he's playing.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
Christ.
and obviously no Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, but he's been out all year too.
This
so.
is the way I look at it. It's like Georgia is good, right? But I think just this point spread's like an overreaction to what happened against
Yes.
Michigan. That statistically and the score, I don't think it was as indicative of what happened in that game.
All right, hear me out.
The Michigan game?
Hear me
Yeah.
out. Hear me out. I'm going to give you one opportunity. I think that you should trust us and you should flip.
I'm going to flip.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna be real.
You
mad.
idiot! You're fucked, man.
Listen, Joseph's gonna come
Well,
back on this podcast and we can
No,
go,
no.
You were drunk.
No,
and
no,
shouldn't have-
no.
shouldn't have
No, I'm
listened.
not gonna double back. I'm actually
That's
listening
crazy
to
how
what
quick
Nick is
it
saying.
flipped.
Yeah.
I'm listening to what he's saying. He makes
This
a good
is-
point. It
this
could be
is
an
4 years.
overreaction to the Michigan game.
This is 4 years
good
of
point.
proven success.
Or
I
maybe
laid it
it's
out.
just there
No,
because
no,
it's
no,
there.
No. You stay right where you're at.
I'm
No,
staying.
I like it now. I like it now.
I ain't moving. I'm sticking to my gut.
I think it's gonna be
mad.
close, though. You know,
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay,
7
relax.
points close.
Relax.
no, not like the game. It's gonna be a close game.
Like a 7-point game?
No, like closer.
No, it's gonna be like a
okay.
8.
Like-
I know, but you're like, what's the money line? And then he flips, and you're like, but I do think it's going to be close.
Well, I mean, it's not like there's not many games where I see a 7-point underdog and I'm like, oh, they're gonna smash them.
Yeah. No, yeah. I
think they have a real chance to
What
win.
do you
I think
think
that
they'll-
they probably, if things would have gone different in the Michigan game and maybe they would have lost a close one, like
This
they
is
probably
3.5
should have
points.
lost,
That's what I
even
was
though
gonna
they
say.
This is
underperformed.
3.5
Yeah,
points.
3 points spread.
Three
man.
points. That's what I was going to ask, yeah.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Bam doesn't know shit
Y'all are so
about
fucked.
shit. You know nothing.
Stroud cannot air the ball out like he did last year. And they
Dude,
have
did you
running
watch
back
Stroud in the
problems.
Rose Bowl?
They have running back depth
No.
issues.
No, they
and
don't.
Who did
Georgia.
Ohio State play in the Rose Bowl last year?
Don't worry about it.
Exactly. You don't
How
know
many
a goddamn
yards?
thing.
How many yards did Stroud throw for in the Rose Bowl last year?
You think I can pull that out on a whim? I don't know.
How many yards did Njigba have by himself?
Yeah.
Like 300?
Yeah.
At
All I'm
least
saying is
He
seven.
threw for 5+, right?
Yeah, at least.
they're not going to be able to run the ball, so it's going to force them to pass. It's going to game
Everybody
plan.
out there
They're
listening
winning by
right now.
14.
Everybody out there listening. You just heard, look, me and Nick combined have been leading you to the bank all year. Joseph, who's coming off of his best week by far, nearly at 500, just took that information, flip-flop. You've got Bam, who is a drunk. Do
I am
not
sticking
listen
my
to
guns,
Bam.
because it's always the gut call. I always switch, and then I lose. So
Bam.
watch, y'all
Yeah.
gonna eat your
I
own
actually
words there,
I actually
Paul.
switched twice in the beginning of the year and ate my words like you said, but
Exactly.
probably about 3 or
And
4 of the last
You're
times I did.
0% on flipping.
You didn't let me finish. Probably about 3 or 4 of the last times I flipped on the podcast, I hit everyone.
All right, well, I haven't been on the
Fuck your
podcast in a
life,
while, and
Bing
I
bong.
ain't flipping.
All right.
Yeah, no, you're done.
Georgia's going back, and they're winning it all.
All
again.
right.
All right, what we got
Take
next?
the Buckeyes. Up next, the Relia Quest Bowl. That's a horrible name. Number 22 ranked Mississippi State Bulldogs playing in honor of Mike Leach, rest in peace, taking on the Fighting Illini. Mississippi State's 1-point favorites. What do we got for this one? Mississippi State obviously going to come fired up in honor of their head coach who recently passed away, Mike Leach. Illinois is going to be without their best player on the field in Chase Brown, correct?
Correct.
It's kind of tough. It's fishy. It smells.
Also without Illinois, also without starting cornerback Devin Witherspoon and starting safety Sidney Brown.
All right, I'm taking Mississippi State. Chase Brown makes their offense go. He just does. So I'm going to take Mississippi State -1.
I saw a +1.5
It flipped then.
today.
Did you?
Today,
You swear.
+1.5.
+1.
That's what I'm on. Mississippi State +1.5.
We're doing it for Mike Leach. We're doing it for the Pirate. Rest in peace. You think the Bulldogs are losing in the Relia Quest Bowl? Yeah, sadly mistaken. Are you taking Illinois?
I don't believe in ghost.
Is that a shot at
Damn.
deceased Mike Brown?
Damn.
Mike Leach? Did I say Mike Brown?
Damn.
Have I been saying Mike? No, I said
No,
Chase
I'm
Brown,
kidding.
not Mike Leach. I said Mike Brown. Mike Brown coached the Cavaliers.
I'm going Mississippi State.
Good. Come on. Come on. Do it for the
Too
Pirate.
early, Nick.
Do it. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Maybe you need the ghost.
Whatever that means, you stupid idiot.
Are you on this?
Are you taking a shot at him for having 2 bad weeks?
No.
How many games?
However
This
you
was the
take it.
18th bet.
Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3 more. All right. The Cotton Bowl. And this is a big one. Number 16, Tulane Green Wave, finding themselves playing in the Cotton Bowl against USC, who was nearly in the college football playoff, the number 10 ranked Trojans. USC's 2-point favorites. I'm going to tell you right now, Willie Fritz is coming back. Michael Pratt is coming back. Tajay Spears is going to the draft, which is what he deserves. I'm taking the Green Wave +2, unless somebody can tell me that Michael Pratt is in danger to not play, because he did an interview with a walking boot on. Saw that firsthand. That was about a week to 2 weeks ago. I'm assuming he's going to be fine. I don't see anything about him not playing. The spread would not look the way it does if he wasn't. I am taking the Tulane Green Wave +2.
And the who else is out for Tulane?
I don't have much on Tulane. Just USC.
Who's out for them? Addison.
Addison.
Yes.
Travis Dye.
Yes,
And-
he's been out, but yes.
I'm banking on Caleb Williams not playing.
He's not a definite. He's been battling injuries.
Yeah.
And they don't give a fuck. This is Tulane's Super Bowl of all Super Bowls. Willie Fritz is committed to coming back. Michael Pratt is coming back. Tulane is going to be fired up. You're telling me that Tulane doesn't want to hang a notch on their belt that they beat the USC Trojans in the Cotton Bowl? When the fuck has USC been worth a shit in anything? Maybe swimming, tennis.
Yeah. I guess we'll go with Tulane.
What do you mean we? Take who you want. Take who you want.
I mean, I don't know who's going to play for USC.
You like that?
But I hate Caleb Williams.
You're like DeAndre Hopkins' mom.
Where's Heisman?
You were doing well, but then somebody threw acid in your eyes, and now we got to carry you. We got to carry you to the winner's circle. That's what I'm saying. He carried us this whole year. You got shell shocked, but you're not dead.
What is your gut feel?
You're not dead. You're not in the grave yet. They didn't put the last nail in the casket. You think they did? Just let them know. Let the listeners know if you feel like they did. But if you got a little bit of heart left in there, you gotta let them know. What are we listening for? DeAndre Hopkins' mom was minding her own business.
I feel great about all these bets.
But you feel great about Tulane?
DeAndre
Hopkins' mom was minding her own business, and somebody threw acid in her eyes. And now she's got to be carried everywhere. That's you. We're going to carry
Oh, my God.
I mean,
Let's take it down.
DeAndre Hopkins' mom is catching strays. She is. Yeah. I like USC.
No.
I mean, fuck. I like Tulane.
You like Tulane?
Not USC.
Oh, shit.
No, but I mean, I get what you're saying, because if Caleb Williams, if he was definitely playing, I'd USC -2. I don't think the spread would be at 2. I think it's there for a reason, which means he's not playing. So I'm going Tulane as well, +2.
Well, yeah. I mean, in all seriousness, if both teams are at their full capabilities, it's not a 2-point spread.
Well, even without Travis Dye or Jordan Addison, I think if just Caleb Williams is out there, it's not a 2-point spread.
My gut tells me Caleb Williams probably plays. I hope you're right, and I hope he doesn't. But the strength of Tulane's defense is their secondary. So, yeah, I'm taking Tulane. Tulane is going to far and away be the more motivated team here. So give me the green wave. It sounds like we're all on them as well.
You're not on this one?
I'll have as my lock left.
Up next, the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. 17-ranked LSU Tigers versus Purdue. So the spread currently sits at 14.5. If you don't follow us on social media, you missed out. We locked this bet in weeks ago at LSU -9. As soon as Jeff Brom said that he was going to Louisville, we locked this in. We knew that this line was going to grow. It has grown substantially. It wouldn't have been morally right. I wanted to make it my lock, but it wouldn't have made sense. LSU -9, though, we put on social media on every platform that we were locking this in as 9-point favorites. So that's what we are taking. LSU -9. Straight to the bank.
Too late for me.
Follow at Big Easy Bets on Twitter and Instagram. We try to lead everybody to the water on this one. Aiden O'Connell is also out. It's a huge deal in terms for Purdue. So give me the Tigers. Are you taking Purdue?
No, I'm on the Tigers -14.5.
No, you're on the Tigers -9.
Yeah, sure.
You fool.
Well, you said y'all did.
So Joseph doesn't even. I put it out for the podcast.
You didn't say that.
Joseph doesn't follow the podcast on Twitter.
Yeah, he liked the tweet.
Thank you.
And he didn't take it?
Is it the only
No,
social
you know what?
media
That's
you
fine.
got?
That's fine. Joseph can have it at 14.5,
Yeah.
and he can pay the price when we win by 2 touchdowns.
Well, you didn't say for me.
Did I not?
No.
Well, I guess, okay, in your defense, because me and Nick texted directly. And we
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, why don't you fucking, you like it, and you go, I want to take that too.
Listen, no O'Connell. Now, we have some guys missing, too.
BJ Ojolari.
Ojolari, J-Ray, Ali Gay.
Yeah.
But there is one guy on defense that's playing.
And that's
And he's one of the best in the country. Harold Perkins will get in that backfield.
Get right with Gordon, 10-star or 5-star linebacker, 5-star lawyer.
10-star, he's something different.
Well, you add both stars, you got 10. Best lawyer in town, best linebacker in town.
Yeah, I like him even at 14.5.
That's crazy.
And even if Nussmeier plays.
This
Jaden Daniels.
can't get big enough.
You got to wait. We're almost
Right.
done. I got to go pick. Go ahead.
This can't get big enough.
This spread can't get big enough.
Right.
Serious. They just can't move it enough.
I mean,
Here,
14.5 is kind of a lot.
dude. It's gonna be.
Drew Brees is on the sidelines.
What?
If he's playing, we'll take 9. But
Oh, shit. All right, so we're all on LSU -9, except Joseph taking the 14.5. That's what you get if you don't follow the podcast.
Yeah, they're 10.
All right, the Rose Bowl. Utah finds themselves back in the Rose Bowl. You got Penn State, number 11 versus number 8 Utah. Utah's 2.5-point favorites. Who's in, who's out? What's the word?
Only got 2 major ones
Okay.
on both sides of the ball. I mean, both teams.
Yes.
Sorry, keep saying that. Utah without their top target, Dalton Kincaid,
Tight
opted
end.
out for the draft.
Yeah, he's going to be one of the better tight ends drafted for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. Out their star cornerback, Joey Porter.
Corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joey Porter.
Yes.
He's a stud. There might be a couple that I'm missing, but that's all the
I mean,
yeah.
Cam Rising's playing, Singleton's
Cam Rising's
playing.
it,
I know
yep.
Singleton's a freshman, if I'm mistaken.
Yes.
Nick, what are you thinking?
I don't know if I like any side here.
Total? What's a total at?
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit the under here.
That's what I was
The
leaning
under
as
button.
well. I see 52.5. What do you say?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take it as well.
I'm on.
For what it's worth, it's not worth much. I was going to lean Penn State, but I don't have a strong enough lean to take it. So why are you taking Utah?
I like Rising.
I
You
like-
look at him against this game against USC. Threw for 310 and 3 touchdowns. Penn State's got a more formidable defense than USC does, but I think it does make a difference that Joey Porter's out this game. I think Rising will shine again.
Okay.
Yeah, you get worried though with Because then before they played USC, Tavion Thomas opted out, who was their best running back.
Right.
And then the other running backs played well against USC, but they're just not the type of player that Thomas was. And then when you lose Kincaid, that's their top pass-catching threat on a team that already kind of doesn't have that much. But, yeah, they definitely have a better quarterback. So
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'm relying on him a little bit to get it done with his legs as well.
yeah.
That is our best bets of the week. All we have left are 3-1. It's been dark days, but that is pretty astounding. You're not going to find better. Been saying it all year. You will not find better. This is going to sound crazy, but I think it's going to play in. I want Bam to go first. Okay? Bam, why don't you go ahead and let us know your lock of the week?
Gotcha. Ooh, the boys of Tennessee are coming in to shit on the Clemson Tigers.
Oh gosh.
Give me Tennessee plus 5.5. I mean,
Yes.
plus 5 versus Clemson in Miami. Ranked 3rd in the nation in total yards. I don't
Yeah, you
care
damn
if
right
Hooker's
they are.
not playing.
You damn right they are.
Nothing.
Or any other
Ukulele's
Yeah.
not playing.
Or
He
any of
sucks
the other
anyway.
players.
or any of the other guys responsible
don't-
for
So,
I don't care.
So Bam's on Tennessee. Joseph, can you give me the quick in and out on Clemson, Tennessee?
Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to.
Please.
It's
I
real
know
quick.
who's
It's
missing.
Tennessee.
I know
Hooker.
who's
Bam, Bam, your time's done.
Hooker.
Okay?
Hyatt.
Your time is done.
Hooker, Hyatt, Tillman, Callaway.
That was
Holiday.
a master class by me right there. Put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. The lock of the week is Clemson minus 4.5. He doesn't know a goddamn thing. They put
just
ukulele back in the closet. It's Klubnik's time to shine. Clemson has a defense. They've sucked all year. Klubnik dropped a 30 on them. Take Clemson 4.5 in a runaway. A runaway. Tennessee has nobody playing. They're searching the cafeteria to find people to play. Clemson minus 4.5 is a runaway. Bam doesn't know shit.
Oh, just wait.
That Clemson minus 4.5.
Oh, no.
Bam, I have a bad feeling.
That
for
was
you,
a
buddy.
master class
Hey.
by me because I had. He said, "This is my lock," and I said, "Bam's an idiot.
Yeah.
We're not going to think the same."
Oh, no. You're sleeping on Joe Milton here.
Yeah, you didn't. You
7
literally.
touchdowns,
Hold on.
no picks,
Hold on.
never been
hold on,
sacked
Hold on.
this
Be
year.
quiet. Be quiet. We were sitting in the living room earlier, and Bam goes, "Hendon Hooker? Is he not?" So I'm sleeping on Joe Milton. I had to tell him Joe Milton's name.
No, you didn't.
Are you fucking high
I
right
swear
now?
to all I asked about was
Are you
Hendon
high
Hooker.
right now?
No.
What'd you say?
I said, is Hendon Hooker playing? You said, no. Joe Milton.
You said, "Who's Joe Milton?" That's what you said.
Found out. No, I didn't. No, I did not.
Bam is a liar.
And then I found out that Joe Milton has 7 touchdowns. Has yet to be sacked.
This dude.
I think
I
it'll
hope,
be a high-scoring game.
Okay.
Tennessee's
okay.
all
Muted. Bam is now muted. Everyone listening right now, that whole exchange right there, if that doesn't lead you to hammer Clemson with everything you have, this guy didn't know the backup quarterback. He thought Hendon Hooker, God bless his ACL, was still playing quarterback for the Tennessee Volunteers. Take Clemson minus 4.5. Nick, what is your lock of the week? You
I'm
have a lot of
official
stars there.
switching.
You have a lot of what?
Official switching
Okay.
on the lock.
To what?
I'm going to the Ohio State Buckeyes plus 7.
Okay.
It was going to be Florida State minus 6 first half.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I got a bunch of stars here. I mean, I got 6 locks.
Well, can't do it. You can only get one.
So Ohio State.
Yeah, so we're going Ohio State. I
But-
mean, realistically, yeah, the people are listening for your lock. So it is Ohio State plus 7.
Yep.
You feel good.
Yeah.
Okay. Joseph, what is your lock of the week?
Alabama minus 6.5.
That's one of my locks.
You can only have one.
But it's another one.
His head's spinning right now.
I
He's
got
out here-
6 locks.
He's trying to
I
give
love
out.
it.
He's like,
I
my
love
lock record is still good.
6 bets for my life. I'm going 6-0.
Oh, God. Well, fill everybody in on your 6 best bets then.
Florida State minus 9.5. Florida
Okay.
State minus 6 first half. Texas minus 3. Alabama minus 6.5. Ohio State +7,
That's
and
fine.
LSU minus whatever.
Well, we got 9, but yes. All right, so there you go. You're going to know if those go, God forbid, but if those happen to go 0-6,
I'm done.
It might be the end of this podcast as we know it. All right, there you go. That is our best bets. That is the remainder of bowl season until the national championship. We're out here trying to do what we can do for everybody listening. Joseph's carrying the way this week, but there's plenty of games left to get back on top. With that being said, we will look ahead to NFL Week 17. Real quick recap. Thursday night, I had the Jets +1. No. Zach Wilson, God damn, he sucks. Browns -2.5 against the Saints. Full transparency, I didn't bet it, but, well, I mean, what can you say? Bet against the Saints is what you get. Cowboys -4.5. Little late luck there. They win by 6. Bucks -6.5. Tom Brady sucks. There is a jiu-jitsu instructor balls deep in his wife right now, and he's out here barely struggling to even put points on the board. Broncos -2.5. That country is not riding anywhere except to the fucking gutter. The Broncos suck. You got $250 million in the shitter. The Broncos are in purgatory. But we end the night with Chargers -4, my lock of the week, and they did what they needed to do. 2-4 on the week. Rough week. But we hit the lock in both college and NFL. Nick, you had 4 plays. That equated to 4 losses.
Yeah. Jets.
We were on it together.
Titans.
They suck.
Good job, Derek.
Henry? Yeah, good job, Malik.
Yeah. Well, no, Henry just loves a fumble when the game's on the line.
Yeah,
So,
well, let's talk about Broncos country.
Yeah, that's my lock. Might have been one of the worst losses in the NFL that I've ever
They
seen.
got a 50-piece dropped on them, and the strength of their team is their defense. He pitches me. He's like, they're putting it together. The last game before Wilson got hurt, I'm like, you know what? You're fucking right.
Was it
Broncos
last week?
country, let's ride.
Was it last week or the week before that y'all were having the argument about Broncos have an elite defense?
That was me, and they do have an elite defense.
Yeah.
You dumb son of a bitch.
Yeah.
What'd
They
you
got
do in
an
the
elite-
NFL, Joseph?
They got an elite defense. They got dropped 51 on by the Rams, by Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield found
that is.
found his little
was-
charm in
It's
his ear.
astounding, right?
That was literally the word in my mouth that was about to come out was astounding.
Astounding.
It is astounding. This guy he didn't have a fucking home 3 weeks ago. He's buying plane tickets. He didn't even know if they were going to pick him up. And he's dropping 50 on the fucking Broncos, dude. John Elway, get him the fuck out of here. You spent $250 million on a bum doing Subway commercials. Baker Mayfield's doing progressive commercials. You got the battle of the shitty commercials. Dudes come in and they dropping $100 on your head. Russell Wilson has finessed the entire league, but the entire city of Denver, he walks in, gets $250 million, and then buys the most expensive home in town, and then fucking goes out and he trots out there for 4 wins, does nothing. He's out here praising God on the yard line while they're getting 50 dropped on him, dude.
He officially tied. He threw as many touchdowns this season
As the toilets in his fucking home.
As the bathrooms in his home.
Dude.
That is insane.
We're in week 17, and he has just now thrown the number of touchdowns that he has toilets in his home. Think about that. That stupid son of a
That's
bitch with his
fucking
fucking
god-awful.
perm Jerry curl bullshit.
He's a fraud
Tell him.
He is a fraud.
out here. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to go in on him too much, but he's a fraud. Everything he says is false.
It is. It's all
He
fabricated.
doesn't believe what he's saying.
I would swing at Russell Wilson. He fucked my fantasy team, man. If Russell Wilson was even worth a fucking in Seattle, I would have waltzed through this fantasy league. Instead, we got fucking idiots like Bam, 7-7 in the Super Bowl
I
again.
always tell
It's
y'all
luck.
my teams turn up in the end of the season.
You've
You
got-
barely won in the round. 118.
Barely, and then I cook
What
in
you
the second
got
round.
Cortland
Sports-
Sutton, you've got KJ Hamler, you got fucking Jerry Jeudy,
My
you've got
team went off.
Dulcich. I hate Russell Wilson so much.
Against no one of a bye in the consolation. At least let me tear someone to shreds.
Yeah, but you pulled some funny shenanigans to.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! And I only drafted the best quarterback in the league.
I'm in 2 fantasy league championships.
He keeps
so.
talking about these other fucking
I mean,
leagues
not
like
in
anybody
ours.
gives a
I mean,
rap.
Did you
I'm
even
in
make
one
the
with
playoffs
y'all.
in ours?
I'm in one with y'all. Highest scoring team in the league.
That's a bullshit league.
All right. We got games. We got games to play.
Thursday night, where we at?
Thursday night. Well, you going in NFL?
Thursday night.
What did you go in the NFL to recap the record?
Oh,
You don't run the show
1
here.
and 3, something like
You definitely have more than 4 picks.
that. I had 4 picks.
Went 1 and 3, 26, 37 and 2, 4, 10 and 1 in his locks of the week. I went 2 and 4, but 9 and 7 in my locks of the week. Nick was leading the way in the NFL, but he took a hit, 27 and 21 in 3. 8, 6, 8, 7, I'm sorry, 8, 7 and 1 in his locks of the week. So we look ahead. Thursday night, Cowboys and Titans. The Cowboys are 10-point road favorites. I will tell you with the utmost certainty that off the top of my head, I see 10.5. I lean Tennessee.
Me too. Tennessee
Home
plus
team
10.5.
getting points. What is the playoff picture look like? Is Tennessee still in the running?
I think they actually just dropped out of the wild card spot with this horrific loss to the Texans.
So the Cowboys pretty much have,
They have a playoff spot locked already.
yes, but they don't have any chance of, it doesn't even matter. The Eagles are a win away from locking up the number 1 seed, correct? Pretty much done deal. The Eagles are going to win it. Give me the Titans plus 10.5 on Thursday.
I'm on.
Wait,
that as
wait.
well.
What's the deal with Tannehill, though?
It's more. What's the deal with Derrick Henry?
Is he hurt as well?
Yes, he was limited today with a hip injury.
Hip injury.
I'm still.
I'm pretty
on
sure
Tennessee.
Malik Willis is still starting.
Well, Malik Willis sucks.
He does.
It's bad.
And that's
I'm
why
on-
this is my lock, and I'll hold off.
I'm on Tennessee plus 10.5.
Yeah, I'll take him as well. They might get beat by a fucking 100. If Tannehill and Henry aren't playing, Treylon Burks is still seeing stars from 3 weeks ago. So
But you got to think, also in the Cowboys, DeMarcus Lawrence has a foot injury, questionable. Leighton
has
Van
he
Der
played at
Esch-
all this year? What is he?
No, but I saw that he might come back, but he's still questionable.
He's been out the entire
And then
season.
Van Der Esch
You
has
dumb
a neck
idiot. He
injury.
was out last week too.
Yeah, but he's
got a stinger.
questionable. But that's bullshit. I play with a neck roll like Bobby Boucher with stingers in high school.
You played rugby.
And that's my lot.
The Thursday night
And
game.
Pollard is a thigh injury.
What you on, Nick?
I mean, I wish I knew if Derrick Henry was playing. What day is it? Fucking Tuesday? He was limited today?
Yeah.
That's better than no participant.
He didn't participate yesterday.
Can we get an official image of like what the playoff picture is looking like?
Yeah, give me a second. What are you leaning?
If Tennessee has a chance to make the playoffs, and Henry's gonna
He's gonna go.
he's gonna go.
And if he was a non-participant and then he was,
Who's even leading their shit division?
that's a good
It's
question.
the fourth
Jags.
team. I can't.
The Jags. The Jags are in the 4th playoff spot. Incredible. I love that. I love the Jags.
Give me a second. Titans are on the bubble. Wait.
Trevor Lawrence has kind of been tearing
Oh,
it
okay.
up.
Okay. Yeah, Titans are on the bubble.
I love how ESPN always has those different names.
They're
for the
right in the
people that are
mix.
around the mix.
They have to have a win. If they win and a couple teams lose, they'll find themselves back in. This is a much more, I mean, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? The Cowboys don't need this game. The Cowboys don't need this game. They're not going to win the division. They're not going to obviously get the number 1 overall seed. They play the Eagles next week.
They for sure out of the division.
The Eagles are 13-2. The Cowboys are 11-4. So the Eagles would
they're
have to
not.
lose. They would, if they both won, they play each other next week.
If the Cowboys won, then they would win the division.
If they won out and the Eagles lost,
And
Yes.
if they lost both and the Cowboys won both. But what does it matter? I guess if they could find their way for
It's
the
the
number
number
1
1
seed.
seed.
Number 1 seed.
Are they going to get it? Come on.
No.
The Cowboys barely fucking I was on them. They
The Saints
barely
are not
covered
beating
the
the Eagles.
4.5.
Sorry, but the
man.
Saints are not beating the Eagles.
Give me the Titans. No, give me the Titans.
Give me the Titans.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Nick said,
I'll
give me
go
the
with
damn
the fucking
Cowboys.
Titans, dude. The Titans have lost 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
And what else about them?
They lost to the Texans last week.
Oh yeah. Well, I've bet on them a little bit, and they just do nothing but lose. So
Here's another try. Okay.
Next. What you got next, Logan?
I'll let you go.
Okay. I'm going to go Bengals at home plus 1.5 against Buffalo.
I was looking at that, but it is tough.
Not on it.
I like the home dog.
All right. So you're taking Bengals minus 1.5?
Plus.
Plus 1.5?
Plus.
Please.
All right.
Today, Junior.
Give me the Patriots minus 2.5.
What's up with that?
Tua Tagovailoa is in the concussion protocol.
Oh, yeah.
Did see that.
Even with Tua.
And he has his fourth
Dude's
concussion.
garbage.
Third, fourth, doesn't. Here will be over.
Tua- Tua's
better than
garbage?
Justin Herbert. He's better. No, he's not.
Yeah, that
Did
was
you
a-
watch
You
the
don't think
game?
Tua was good, though?
Statement.
Did you watch this game against the Packers?
I did not.
Did you see the last interception
I saw him
to
bang
go
it.
win the game?
Yeah, but listen, he banged his head, got
Oh, come
concussion.
on,
They put him
man.
back in, then he threw three in the fourth quarter.
3 drives in a row. Yeah.
Yeah, concussion boy.
Okay. All right, Nick, what are you taking? Y'all two
Concussion.
need to shut the fuck up. We gotta pull back on the reins here. Get it back on the tracks.
Green Bay minus 3.
Okay. Yeah, I mean the Vikings. Yeah, that fits Joseph's mold. You just yelled out Joseph's lock of the week. You just yelled out Joseph's lock. You're right. Give me the Steelers plus 3. Kenny Pickett found something. Kenny Pickett might make the Pro Bowl.
Get the fuck.
You can owe me $100.
Get the fuck.
Times
I'm
might be
so
hard
pissed.
for you.
There's no way.
Leading.
There's no way.
He's leading the Pro Bowl votes.
Bullshit.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm about to go vote him so fucking
I'm gonna
much,
kill
though, bro.
somebody if he
I am
makes
gonna
the
sit
Pro
there
Bowl.
for 8 hours in a row and just bet him.
I've
over
already
and
been
over and
having
over.
bad thoughts.
Oh God.
I'll kill someone if he makes the Pro Bowl.
Wait a second.
Jesus Christ. All right, everybody say a quick break.
I
have
got one, I got
quiet,
one.
quiet. Hold on. 3 seconds. We need a 3-second moment. Health. Oh, God. Bam ruined it.
Okay,
All right.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. What's your next
All right,
one?
give me Cardinals Falcons under 40.5.
What a horrible bet. No, I'm
Neither
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
quarterback
kidding.
has thrown for a touchdown in the last 2 weeks, but McSorley, on the other hand, has thrown 4 interceptions in the last 3 weeks. Give me the under.
What if
that
one,
game's
of,
gonna
what if
suck
one of
dick.
those results in a pick 6?
Well, they're still gonna hit
Yeah, and
the
that
under.
was,
That under's gonna. It might be a 13-7 game.
I don't know, dude.
All right. I have one more, and it's my lock.
I have one more and then my lock, but we all know my lock.
One more real quick. Don't need analysis. Just need one.
49ers minus 6 versus the Raiders.
Okay. Give me yours. We
Why
got to
do you
wrap
say
this
it
up.
so
We got to wrap this up.
fast?
Go-
Bucks minus 3.
hate that. Go ahead.
I just got a lock.
All right. All right. Most important bets of the week. My lock of the week is going to be back to the well. The Jaguars minus 4.5. Sorry. The Jaguars are winning football games. The Texans know that they need to lose. 6-1 at home. They haven't got a home win, and they're not going to get one this week. The Jaguars will win this game by 5 or more. The Texans need that number 1 pick. Take the Jaguars. They're building something over there. Doug Peterson probably should have been the head coach of the New Orleans Saints, but Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars are finding a little bit out about themselves. Give me the Jags.
Okay.
Minus
It's all
4.5.
gonna work out when
Lock of the week.
Peyton and Brady come to save the damn day.
Yes, sir. What's your lock?
Oh, Buffalo, Monday night minus
Going
1.
against you guys.
Bro, what?
Sorry, Joe.
Let's talk about. Let's have a round of applause, but we don't have to clap for me for taking the Bengals plus 2,800,
Oh, dude, don't do that.
and it's 6-1 odds now.
Come on.
That's one.
That's
No,
a goddamn good bet.
you might be
I
the
took him
futures
4
guy.
weeks ago. I'm a mid-season futures guy. I'm not a before-the-season futures guy. Because if you listen to me, you bet the Saints and you bet crying Derek Carr and the
Besides the
fucking
Joe
Raiders.
Burrow.
Yeah,
Heisman.
well, yeah, that was him. That was more
That
him
was
than
you?
me.
Okay.
That was more him than me.
Well, you are the midseason guy then.
I'm the mid-season
I
futures
credit
guy.
you for that.
Thank you. All right, yeah, Jaguars plus 4.5.
Ooh.
Minus 4.5. Lock of the week. You're taking the Buffalo Bills -1.
Yeah.
What? Joseph thinks this is
Packers
all
-3.
scripted. This is all a movie we're watching. Packers -3. What's your lock of the week?
This Thursday, give me the Cowboys versus the Titans. Under 40.5.
Okay.
Dude, did we recap college?
We did not.
Shit.
We got to recap both 20.
Yep. All right.
Games.
So there you go. That is all of our bets. And we're going to go through a quick recap of everything. College football. Give me Duke -3. Give me Kansas Bowl. Give me the under 75 in the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. Give me Texas Tech plus 3.5. Give me 9.5. Florida -9.5 in the Cheez-It Bowl. Texas -3 in the Alamo Bowl. NC State -1 in the Mayo Bowl. UCLA -5.5 in the. Give me Carolina plus 2.5. Wyoming Arizona Bowl. My lock of the week. Fuck. Bam. Clemson -4.5 in the Orange Statement game in the Sugar Bowl. Music City Bowl. TCU. Fuck. This is a lot of games in the college football playoff semifinal fiesta. Bowl, Tulane +2. The Cheez-It Bowl, LSU -9. If you follow us on social media, you got it at that number. The Rose Bowl, under 50. Patriots -2.5. Pitt +3. Jags -4.5. My lock of the week.
Duke -3. Kansas +3. North Carolina +13.5. Texas Tech +3.5. Minnesota first half -5.5. Florida State first half -6. Florida State -9.5. Texas -3. NC State -1. UCLA -5.5. Notre Dame -2. Ohio -1. Clemson -4.5. Alabama -6.5. Iowa, Kentucky under 31. TCU +8. Ohio State +7 as my lock of the week. Mississippi State +1. Tulane +2.5. LSU -9. And Penn State, Utah under 52.5. In the NFL, I have the Titans +10.5. I have Green Bay -3 and Buffalo -1 is my lock of the week.
I muted my mic.
I bet they still heard that shit.
Duke college football. Duke -3 over UCF. I'm going
Quicker,
Kansas
quicker.
+3 over Arkansas.
Quicker.
Oregon UNC over 74.5. Ole Miss -3.5 over Texas Tech. Minnesota -9.5 over Syracuse.
Come on.
Florida State -9.5 over OU. Texas and Washington over 66.5. NC State Maryland under 46.5. UCLA -5.5 over Pitt. South Carolina +2.5 against Notre Dame. Ohio and Wyoming under 42.5. Clemson -4.5 over Tennessee. Iowa, Kentucky under 31.5. Mississippi State +1.5 over Illinois. Tulane +2 over USC.
We're losing them. Come on.
LSU -14.5 over Purdue. Utah -2.5 over Penn State.
Jesus.
TCU +8 over
You got
Michigan.
a problem, brother. You got an addiction. I'm kidding. Keep going.
Ohio State +7. I did the switch over Georgia.
Bullshit.
And my lock of the week in college football, Alabama -6.5. NFL Thursday night, Titans +10.5. Bengals +1.5. Bucks -3. Lock of the week, scripted, Packers -3.
Speed round. Go.
Duke -3. Florida State -9.5.
Love it,
Bama
love it.
-6.5.
Love it.
Georgia -6.5.
Hate it.
TCU, Michigan over 58.5. Lock of the week, Tennessee +5. Fuck Logan. Going to the NFL.
Idiot.
Cardinals, Falcons under 40.5. 49ers -6 for the Raiders. And the lock of the week, Cowboys, Titans on Thursday under 45.
All right. Episode
Under
one.
40.5.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Episode 139 of Big Easy Bets in the books. Bowl season finale. NFL Week 17. Do you have anything to say before you go? You look like a dejected. Like you look like I don't know. You look down and out. Tell everybody why they should listen to you.
Because I'm still here.
Okay. You got anything to say before we go? Okay. Nope. Do you have anything
Let's
to
play
say
some
before we
poker.
go?
Good
Do you-
luck.
Just rewind it and listen to my 21 bets, and then let's go back here again, and we're going to see where I'm at.
What does that mean?
I'm saying doubt me.
Oh, I got you. Put the camera on me. I have two things to say. One, if you've ever seen Friday Night Lights, you've seen Booby Miles out there doing everything, carrying the team, putting the team on his back. Well, what happens to Booby Miles? God bless his grandpa. He had to watch his grandson tear his ACL. That's Nick. Nick just tore his ACL. Nick was out here doing everything, carrying the podcast this year, carrying everybody to prosperity. And then somebody decided not. We had a friend, your brother tore his ACL because somebody decided not to block for him.
It's that damn Veer offense,
Yeah,
too.
that's what we had. Nick was going, and then he tore his ACL. So he can still do everything. He's
You ever
carried
seen
y'all.
somebody come back from an ACL in just
Exactly. Adrian
7
Peterson.
days?
Saquon Barkley.
You're about to see Adrian Peterson come back from his ACL tear and rush for nearly 2,000 yards. I think he eclipsed 2,000 yards. If you doubt us now, we're going to bury you.
Yeah.
Back against the wall, you stand tall. With that being said, episode 139 is brought to you by Let's Bet. If you bet on games, you're just sitting around with friends, you want to bet on the play, a drive, anything, you should buy Let's Bet. It's local, the packaging, heavy duty. You got Let's Bet.football patent pending. You can buy this. It's a good game. I respect it. I like the idea. You can bet on anything: completion, interception, fumble, penalty on the drive, first down, score on drive, next play, is it going to be a run or a pass? You name it. Let's bet. I like it. Episode 139 is in the books. If y'all have any questions on any games that we didn't touch on or whatever, just let us know. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all that. You would have got LSU -9 if you did. If you didn't, that's your problem. Say a prayer for Nick, because he's going to need it.
Who dat?
The house always wins. Play long enough, you never change the stakes. The house takes you. Unless, when that perfect hand comes along, you bet big, and then you take the house. I've been practicing this, a little bit. Did I rush it? Felt like I rushed. No, it was good. I liked it.